So today I'm here to talk about the league starter for me. It's Blazing Salvo Veil Flameblast. I freaking love Veil Flameblast. The first time that I've seen it, it's great. And they buffed Veil skills some leagues ago, so you can use it much more frequently, especially in bosses. Since now bosses' life thresholds give much more Veil souls than before, and the Veil soul cooldown also uh, diminish it, so you actually can use it frequently. It's pretty cool. As you can see here, this build is pretty straightforward. You just invest in life and some fire damage and cast speed for quality of life, some block, and some mana to sustain, and it's not very hard. I put, because we don't have the gem information yet, I put a modifier here for the 40% 3 more Flameblast damage, which is exactly what we have. And I also put the Blaze of Salvo level 22 to be kind of equiparable to what we have of the Blazing Salvo buff, because both Blazing Salvo and Veil Flameblast got buffed. That's why I'm gonna go for them. For this build, I'm using as auras Heart of Ash, Clarity, Defiance Banner, and Anger. For defenses, I use Cloak of Flame here and Power Shock Clasp, which, like, most of the damage should be converted to elemental and fire damage, most of the physical damage taken. And you also have like a good shield and your primal wages as well, taking a lot of damage for you from the elemental parts of spells and skills. So yeah, it's pretty defensive, pretty tanky. The damage is pretty good. This is the damage when you are using the Veil Flameblast. If you want to see the real damage for clear speed, that's the damage is 1,355,000. And but if you have the Veil Flameblast going on, it's close to 11 million. So bosses should just melt, especially since this is a league starter. Things are going to be very easily destroyed very fast, and the items are not very hard to get. And that's it. That's very simple. You get a couple of good items and some uniques. They are not very uncommon, at least in the base league, in the until Sentinel. We'll see how these drops go. Probably Cloak of Flame will be more valuable now that has the 40% of physical damage taken as fire damage, instead of being just 20% as before. So this is definitely more valuable. And of course we are going to have to acquire a 6 link for it. Of course you can have another one, but I rely a lot of my physical defense on the Cloak of Flame and Power Shock Clasp, which is pretty great. And very simple, you can see the links here. Blazing Salvo go for Arcane Surge, Emulate, Combustion, Inspiration, Concentrated Effect. Veil Flameblast has a Control Destruction, Combustion, Elemental Focus. It's in a very good Elder Helmet that has Emulate and Concentrated Effect in it. If you don't have this helmet, you should have Concentrated Effect here instead of Elemental Focus. And I put also a good Void Setru that has triggered socket spells when using a skill. If you don't have it, you just have to actually cast Flammability and Flame Wall, or acquire a ring that applies Flammability on hit. That's going to be even more quality of life for you. But this would be pretty good because since you're targeting mobs with your Blazing Salvo and your Veil Flameblast, everything that matters should have Flammability on it, and things are going to be killed also are going to give their overkill damage as burning damage to mobs around, so you should kill all the whites. You have a conviction you should use just for like big rares, uniques, and bosses. If you keep using this, you hurt your clear speed. Just you don't need that much damage, definitely, but for bosses definitely necessary. And yeah, Defiance Banner, just because we had a little bit of more mana, and this build is hardcore, so why not have a little bit more defense. I was thinking about going Determination here, but I have so much physical mitigation from the rest of the gear, so yeah, Anger just made sense to go for. Since the flat added damage is so big, why not go for it. So yep, this should clear very easily the campaign, and you should be able to clear until tier 10s very easily. And if you can progress and acquire, for example, this helmet here, or a shield as good as this one, or a decent scepter that is even better than this one, you should be able to get to tier 16s very easily. and you don't even need that much spell suppression here because most of the spell damage is elemental damage anyways. Some spell damage is going to be physical damage, so not really that much. You can get here, okay, the physical damage taken as fire damage. This includes spell physical damage taken, so Cloak of Flame is so valuable now. And here, Power Shock Clasp, no. It's, you see, their physical damage they deal are converted to fire and lightning. So I'm not sure if this one here, the mod of the Power Shock Clasp, includes spells, but I'm pretty sure that the Cloak of Flame includes spells because it's your damage, physical damage taken. So yeah, from armor, and also we have a little bit of block, okay, block, attack block, and spell block, for that matter, right here. And also it helps with your resistances early on because this is a league starter. So yeah, this should be very comfortable to play, very straightforward. You go for cast speed here for quality of life and for defensive purposes because cast speed is so important, especially if you're playing high maps in hardcore that you don't want to be like slowly casting things. You actually want to be very fast and reposition yourself frequently. So that should be a lot of fun to play. That should be very cool. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, enjoy the guide. Ask me any questions via Twitter, via my Twitch. I'll be streaming by the day of the league start, and I see you there. And if you enjoy the guide, enjoy the videos, please like the video and subscribe for more. Bye.